Good morning, Wayward Walker here, the Wayward Woofer, and we are in Douglas, Mass, the Douglas State Forest, something called the Rocky Brook Trail, and we have been to many trails in the state forest here. Today we are looking for the, well, this is the place where they have the names backwards, but we're looking for the Southern New England Railroad Trail, the railroad that was never built, never finished. I want to go through, see if I can find, I can't remember if I've ever been to the end, that would be the west end of this section, and so I want to see that, and then it's also going to take me into a couple other areas that I haven't been to. Not sure what we'll find, if anything. We'll usually find something when we're out in this woods here. But we will, so we'll keep going. Beautiful day, nice and cool. We tried to do this last couple days ago, and it was in the 90s. So we didn't get too far. But here we are. I'm also looking for, one time I was out here, and I cannot remember which section it was, where I saw some really interesting walls. And I would love to find them again. I don't remember where they were. I think it was in this end of the forest, but can't be sure. So we're going to keep going and take you along. Enjoy the trip. Crossing the bridge here, stream, rocky. And yeah, again, I may have been to this section before. I'm not sure. And well, I know I've been on the Southern New England, what they call it here, the Grand Trunk Trail, but I'm not sure if I could go further than where it shows that I ended on the last time I was here in this section. I was on that trail, but I turned off of it. So I don't know if it kept going or not. That's what I want to find out today. And as always, we'll be on the lookout for, come on, Jack. We'll be on the lookout for CCC remnants, the CCC at a camp here. I have seen some evidence of them in other trips. But you never know what we're going to find. I got my cow with me today. He wants to eat the grass. All right. Well, we'll be back. Yeah, I'm coming across some interesting little stone piles here. I don't know if this was an old road or not. Very overgrown. It's very hard to see things. But I don't think that was a stone prayer. But we'll keep our eyes out. Our eyes open. See what we come across. I haven't seen any walls or anything yet. A little muddy. It rained all night. Come on, Jack. Not feeling himself today, I don't think. It's the first new video for a while, and I've been posting some, but pretty much all, today's the first day of August. Pretty much all July I didn't videotape anything. I had issues with my phone. I've got a new phone now. And it should start again. And I just get busy doing, well, I was still hiking with him. So we were Not really taping anything because we're kind of just doing nature type things and moving along. Anyway, I'm going to start, I think, much as I like to take him with me, but I think every once in a while I'm going to come out by myself so I can do some more exploring and go off the trails, bushwhack a little bit. He doesn't like to do that. If I see something, it's hard for me to get him to get off the trail so he can go have a look at whatever it is. But anyway, I suppose this probably was an old road, some type. The thing with this forest is you don't really know the origin of the roads. As I said, CCC did a lot of stuff up here. It was farm area. A lot of these trails have been made. Some will probably here. Oh, wait a minute. Then you see something like this, and you gotta wonder, who might have made that? Jack, let's go up here for a minute. Come here. There's a fire pit. Here's a fire pit. I don't know. All right, I'm looking around, see what else might be here. It looks like that might have just been made for to be some kind of a fire pit, but back this way for a minute, Jack. Also, I didn't see this hole in front of it. All right, back this way. Doesn't look like there's any camp. It's a campsite or anything, so I don't know what that is. You know, there's American activity. There was up here. All along a little stream on our left here. That's interesting. See, I have to go walking through these woods here. I don't have to find anything else, but it doesn't really like that anymore. All the rocks here. They don't look like they were essentially placed there, but they're not stone dumps. No evidence this area was ever farmed. Again, could have been just somebody clearing the rocks out of the trail so they could bike down it. Don't know. Interesting. Horse poop. Yeah, let's keep moving along. Hey, those rocks are stacked. We are coming up to the grade of the Southern New England / Grand Trunk Trail. So we're going to turn left up here. Come on, Jack. You can see on Phil. We're going to go this way, headed west. See what we come across. I said I don't know if I've ever been, well, I've been on this section, but I don't remember what was here. This doesn't get as quite as used as the other rail trail through here. I'd love to hike up through here because this bed was very scenic. The way it went, you know, it would have been a great train ride had it been finished. You know, this doesn't look familiar to me. Big open field up here. Keep going and see what we see. Lots of bugs out, flies, deer flies. I have my bug spray on. Only a culvert, but I won't get him down there, so. Looks like I've never been on this section. The rummets up on a wall. Keep going, see where it takes us. Beautiful day. Today though, about 70. No humidity. Rain washed all that out. Nice breeze. Like I said, we were out here Wednesday. And we hiked a little bit, but not too far because it wasn't a very pleasant experience. Let's go with bed. This section doesn't look like it gets used too much. So maybe we haven't been down here before. Unfortunately, I've been going so many places that I'll start to run it together a little bit. I don't remember where I've been or what I've seen where. I've never been that good at marking things on my all trails. I started doing that more. You know, we're going to keep you switch off for a few minutes and keep walking and see what we come across. All right, still going along, a little muddy up here. We're on the side road, but we didn't go very far because somebody didn't want to. It was okay. None of this is marked on the all trails map. It's gonna go and see where it takes us. Somewhere it should cross a road, I think. And also look at the all trails map. We may be out of the state forest, but I'm not seeing any posted signs. Over here. I'm getting kind of wet. It's all right. Yeah, I've only been down here on a bike. It's very clean though. Running. I'm coming into a cut. Alright. We'll be back. Nice cut here. A little ragged, but it's probably 20 feet high. A lot of cuts, deep cuts, a lot of high hills on this railroad line. Must have cost them a lot of money and not to use it. This is a book written a few years ago now. It was called the Titanic Railroad. Something Lowenthal, the author. Well, I think it's out of print, but you can probably still find it around. Okay. Looking at the satellite map, should be almost to a road. I believe we're going to be in Webster. Or Dudley, to Webster. Going up here. I don't look at the topo map, but on the satellite map, you see this was very deep. Okay, what that is. Hold on. Side trail here, but I think I'm going to try and get up there. See, when we get to the road, we may turn around and straight across where we went before. Good day for a good long walk. There might be a gate up there. The house right on one on each side of us. Interesting, it's kind of a steep grade. Railroad. You can definitely tell this was cut out. Rocks. It's across the way. Must have been a bridge. There's going to be a bridge here. Hold on, Jack. Don't pull me down the hill. It's going to go through people's yards over there, so we ain't going to go any further. Not today, anyway. I don't know. Come on, this way. Yeah, no signs. Oh, posted. Good. The other side of the bridge. But it doesn't look like it's going to go in somebody's yard. Turn. Missing piece. We're missing pieces. We're going to hit up a little ways, see what we see. Yeah, we turned around. Couldn't go very far up there. You don't want to go up that way. So we're back taking this little side trail that I thought was going to be impassable, but the dog came up this way, so let's see where it'll take us. Otherwise, we'll just be going down through that wet part we just went through. There's a trail here. And this looks like it was all filled in at one time. Or not filled in, but maybe cut to provide access to the railroad for construction, possibly. They dug all that out of that cut, so they had to bring it somewhere. So I'm thinking the last time I came on this section of the trail, the rail trail, where we got onto the trail is probably where I got off. Because I know I never came down as far. This was probably a construction road or something. And boulders on the side here. Not seeing any posted signs. But we may have reached the end of the trail. Go this way, Jack. Come here. You ain't going down there, that's kind of steep. I don't think there are any spur lines off of here at any point in time. Come back this way. No, you keep going. It keeps going. Anyway, I don't think there was a spur line, so I don't think they were still that, for railroad grade. I have my walking stick and it's slippery, so hopefully I ain't gonna fall and kill myself. Done enough of that already. I have no idea where this is gonna take us. But we haven't done this in a long time. We just getting off trail. Actually, there's a stream down there. Hold on, go slow. Yeah, shut you off. I gotta pay attention for. No, actually, it looks like it's getting flat. Is there a road down there? Is that a stream? I shut you off. There's something there, but all right. So we're actually following along the top of the cut. That's the trail we were already on with the actual grade. So this was probably, again, used to haul stuff out of here. You can see where some places have been dug out. So we're just trying to find a way to get back down to the trail without having a rappel down the ledge. I'll turn you off. And so instead of going down toward the trail, we're actually going up. Here we twirl. We're still following along the trail. So if we can't get down to the trail, this is going to hook us up to that cross trail. It's a little slippery up here, but actually not that bad. A little trail. Somebody used it. Something. And we're slowly heading down. I think. Look at the countertop on that, but take a little fun out of it. You see, right back on the railroad bed. The trail would come down. Couldn't meet with it. We didn't have to do any rappelling. Interesting pond. It might be man-made. I don't know why. No stream, so there's no mill there. So we'll go up to that open area again. And into the cross trail. And we're going to take a left. Alright, so we're going to be coming up to the turn up here. So we found another lost section of the Southern New England Railroad we hadn't been on before. Not too many left that we haven't been on this particular railroad. I'll just check them. Okay, so we're going that way. Where we want to go. Now the other section, there's a section in Dudley, and I found it from the road, but I couldn't get down there because it's a very deep cut. But I found out how to get access to that. It's actually from Ard Block Acres, where we've been before. And I was there. I don't know what it's like now because this was last year sometime, but I was there and the water was low, so I could get over that dam. And there's a trail that goes all around that pond. If you remember, there was a pond there. And eventually would take us up to the grade, where the cut is, where the railroad was. So we're going to have to get up there. I may do that one by myself because I have to do some crossing of the river. But and other than that, there's still a section of brimfield that I've never really found. And the little section, I know it is, I haven't been down it, but and then in Palmer, I've kind of found where it went, and there's really not much to hike up there because it's really in people's yards and private property. So, but other than that, we're almost been done the whole thing. Well, except in Rhode Island. There again, it's pretty well overgrown and developed. I shouldn't say overgrown, but developed down there. So who knows what that is. Careful on the rocks, Jack. And this trail's much the same as the one we came in on. Rocky. But let's see what we find down here. Alright, we're still on the same trail. Not much to see. Alright, now I'm going to really impress you, okay? There's a lot of pepper bush, sweet pepper bush, tupelo, and other stuff on the ground. You can tell I downloaded an app that can identify plants. I got one now that can identify trees. I have one that identifies rocks. But you can see, you really can't see much in here. I haven't seen any walls, nothing. I don't know how much longer we're going to go up here through this, but we've got about 2 miles, I think a little 2 miles. Which isn't much. It's a nice day, it's nice and cool. Through these apps, and now I can bring you more nature stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, Rocky, you're gonna pick our way through this. I can never see the ground to tell if this was ever farmed or whatever it might have been used for. Sad, I can't see any walls, nothing. Stuff's probably 4 or 5 feet high places. That's okay. You can always come back. I'm sure we will. One of our go-to places. I've been to some interesting places this summer, though. Last month. It wasn't bad. It was a kind of field. This had to have been cleared at one time. Logging or something, but there's no big trees. It's all the small stuff. All right, we're gonna keep going. There's something called the Cakewalk Trail. You can tell these trails all been designated by mountain bikers by their names. I know if I was riding a mountain bike, it wouldn't be a cakewalk, but it's very rocky. A few more trees, still a lot of overgrowth. I'm hoping we're going to be able to make a loop. We should be able to. I've noticed before all these trails are interconnected in here. See any signs of Bigfoot? Skinwalkers. any kind of odd things. Blind frogs. I'm sure there's stories though. Oh yeah. We're coming up a little hill here. That opening, what it is. No signs of walls or anything. Not that I could see them. They were there, but nothing crossing the trail. Beautiful woods. Beautiful place. But not they all. Imagine the weekends this place gets a lot of use. Alright, just turned off that trail. We are on a Chamberlain Pond Trail, which we were on the other day in the heat. We didn't get too far, as I said. Turned around. So, terrain is pretty much the same. We never did find Chamberlain Pond. Interestingly enough, it's not marked on the map, so I don't know where it is. But this should take us back to the railroad bed. Grand Trunk. And then we can go back where we came. Maybe in this loop. No ways to go yet, though. Not opening. Kinda. This had to have been all farmland, pasture land, something. Because there's no large trees. Keep going. You also need a rest. You need some water. Of course, those nice streams in the beginning, but now I haven't seen anything. Well, let's keep going, see what we come across. Come across this, not sure what this is. Doesn't look like it's that old. It actually looks the same thing as that other one. Almost, not nice shape. Well, that was a campsite. Campfire. Closure. Alright, let me record it. Alright, I don't know if you can see it over there, but there's a pond over there. Whether it's Chamberlain Pond or not, it doesn't tell me on the map. And I don't know if we're going to, the trail that kind of goes over there. I don't see one. At least on the map, anyway. We'll keep going. We got a ways to go to get back to the truck. But that's okay. He's being good and sniffing everything. It almost looks like that pond might be all weeds anyway. I can tell. And that's more of the same stuff. Well, still the same trail, a little different terrain. Pines and still no evidence of walls or anything other than those 3 stone structures that you don't know what they are. And this almost looks like it could have been on the road, this part at least. Got that or something. We're headed back in the right direction. This trail actually ends at the same road that we parked on. Not sure how much further up from where we parked, so I'm not sure if we'll go that way or we can get back on the railroad bed. And back into the rock jungle. This was the road. Nice breeze, nice day. Okay, another one. A stone pile. So now I'm wondering if, and there's three of them, they're not that close together, but again, they could be fairly recent, but possibly mountain bikers took them out of the road and off the trail, I should say. I don't think this was ever a road. So I haven't seen any walls. It's not quite as open here as it was. But and there was no trail that went to that pond, so it's not yet. Interesting. And you know, it wouldn't surprise me. It's definitely was nitbuck territory. There very well could be stuff in the woods here. I know there's a chamber which I found once and I've never been able to find again, but that's the story of my life. I don't think that's a trail over that way. No steep climbs or descents. Well, other than when we get off the side of the railroad bed there. Even that wasn't that bad, just wet, slippery. We're at the 4-mile mark. And we just turned off from the Chamberlain Pond Trail to the Chicken Wing Trail, which is going to take us back to the, well actually it's going to take us to the railroad bed. But we're not going to go on that. We're going to just take a left, and right up there is the road that we parked on, and we're going to stay on the road the rest of the way. A lot shorter. Pretty much still the same terrain. Nothing interesting. Would be a fun trail to mountain bike on. It's a nice trail to walk on, but I like to see things. I'm sure mountain biking would be fun on it. But I haven't broken any bones yet. I don't want to start, so I don't think I'll be getting a mountain bike anytime soon. So probably gonna just keep you on, well, keep you off, I should say, till we get to the road unless something comes up, but I haven't seen a stone wall or nothing. I really thought we would, but that's okay. Out here in the woods, man, the dog in the woods, what doesn't get any better than that, right? Right. Well, okay, it could, but we won't get into that. You can probably hear we're almost back to the road. And to my right is the cut for the railroad, Grand Trunk. I can't remember. I think there's a concrete bridge up here. We'll cross over it. If it is, we'll see what it is. Noisy. It's been a nice hike. And I'm not sure how long it was. It was about 5 miles when we're done. But anyway, unless they come across something really interesting, we'll probably end it here. No, I'll end it on the bridge. But the Wayward Walker with the Wayward Woofer. Thanks for coming along with us. Like, share. This way, Jack. Nope. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And we're gonna try to keep the videos coming. So there was kind of a delay. Oh, trail doesn't go that way, does it? There's on a bridge here. There you go. We're on it. What would be the bed underneath us? There's no trail there, so. Yeah, the pond. Across is here, but not the actual trail. All right, anyway. Oh, come on, going back to the car, the truck. Anyway, this is the Wayward Walker signing off. And we'll see you next time out in the woods.